I really hate having to make these videos, but as the oracle for the end of an age, connected to the source of all creation, it is my duty to tell you the quite likely outcome of the Middle East. In this message I will speak in tongues to those who interpret tongues, be it for Trump or Putin or Z, or even you in Israel, Syria, Iran, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, United Arabs, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, EUA, I think, Egypt, and Jordan. Barakoshele bekunta kasan makatanchit kukonyaka. Erakuhu varakasin la bakun jirikiti. Persian Empire. Shonokupare selevekom kashenokore. All kanjedeka ding ding. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Parakasunka. Lakokin shande. Fruntikanda. Useless. Israel, you're useless. You have all these countries and Saudi Arabia with millions of American weapons ready to be nationalized. Syrian, Russian weapons ready to be nationalized. Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, United Arabs, Afghanistan, you named it. Iraq, Mesopotamia, Babylon, ready to be nationalized. What happens when Iran says we will not harm you, but we'll create a coalition of all these nations, and we shall take back Israel. We shall let the Israelis who surrender and the Palestinians who wish to join us to form a more perfect union so one day we can join the World Republic Constitution, because we do wish for one people and one world. We all know about the history of this planet and that land masses raise and land masses go underwater. We know the Edison in Santa Barbara, California, USA, is the primary BIOS of the man-made machine causing problems with our celestial sphere. We know all books from the Hindu text to the Buddhist to the Quran to the Torah to the Bible to the book of Revelation says nation will turn against nation. Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia. These three countries, and they can definitely pull in the jihadists or whatever you want to call them. I think jihad just means to fight to the death or fight for a righteous cause. It's not really a bad thing. But when the U.S. military is killing our non-Mason children and having Freemasons order us into our deaths while they sit on the ship and we're down there in the mud and the muck with our guns and our bullets and our boots and our special glasses, we all know in America we're ready for this shit that it's happening here now. We've got a billion zillion 22 bullets. I don't need a 50 caliber to kill you or maim you. A 22 will work. So how many bullets, how many guns has Iran passed out to the citizens of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Yemen, Syria, to tell all Western countries, China, Russia, and the US, the triad, the trigon, to be gone? You don't realize if all these people unite and they create their own monetary system where they trade silver and gold and stop printing paper dollars altogether. Or if they do use paper, they're going to back it up with their silver, gold, and copper coins, and even their fucking oil. I was listening to Canada. A general in the Canadian military says they didn't tell anybody. So there's a whole bunch of Freemasons who were not informed that the internationalists were going to kill a general. Now that a general has been murdered in this video game they like to play, and they've yet to do the reset, that means that all this, okay? All of it. They can storm your U.S. bases, your Russian bases, and I'm sure there's Chinese bases here we don't know nothing the fuck about. But they can all join them. They could actually be the guy in Iran who was murdered was going to Saudi Arabia to sign a contract to have Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran become a unified force to bring in these other nations who have all been blown to shit and take out these rich motherfuckers, these people who do nothing. Because the Saudi Arabians, they're under the rule of Russia. Oh no, they're under the rule of U.S. But these other ones, they're under the rule of Russia. If you ever look at the history, Russia and the U.S. control it all. But China gets to build everything and sell everything in the world. But I tell you what, when these guys get their coalition, if they don't already have it going, they don't need that general to unite with Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran. And of course, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Kuwait, Bahrain, all these countries who not nothing with China. They don't want to buy made in China, nor do we in America. We 50 states for America. And we do want to establish our World Republic Constitution once and for all. Well, Iran can take out these four really easy. And then Saudi Arabia can says, we surrender, and let Iran fly the weapons because, you just nationalize everything. You've given them everything they need to defend themselves. They won't go to World War III unless you push it there. But trust me, there's nukes in Turkey. Turkey's going to join them. Egypt's going to join them. They'll kill that commander. They'll kill that commander. They don't need Erdogan. They don't need the guy in Egypt. They don't need the Saudi king, so it's in the Saudi king's interest to become a democracy and a republic or a commonwealth, and to set up the footworks for our World Republic Constitution. So you consider these options, all of you. Trump, Pence, who wants to kill Trump. Go ahead, Pence. Why don't you try and kill Trump? And then say North Korea dropped nuclear weapons on American cities, starting with Seattle, Washington, on November 3rd, 2020. Or say Iran, nuked New York or whatever. Someone else, whoever you want to, blame these nuclear war. Because you see, in World War I, they killed one guy. And World War broke out. Well, we killed a general, the top person, next to the Shah of Iran, who probably got more people at his funeral than the Shah of Iran will even get. These people are organizing. They are unified. They're going to kick out Russia, China, the United States, NATO, Canada, Australia. And what's happening while they're doing this? We're all being destroyed by directed energy weapons. We got fires in California and 10 other states. We got fires in Canada, Australia, Africa. We got weather weapons going everywhere. So you U.S. service members, if you're non-Mason, you know what to do. And if you're freed Masons, you've seen the error of your ways and you know where we are because you read the book of non-Mason. And yes, now the second book of non-Mason has been published. Share and enjoy. As always, never mention Johnny Exodice in talk or in text. And let's keep some pineapple popcorn for the purple pizza we'll find along the way. Peace out.